Hi, it's Alicia from Emotional Wellness Simplified, and welcome to my video series. Last week was Bullying Awareness Week, so I thought I would spend this video on a little bit about bullying, because it seems like every year we're learning more and more about the effects of bullying, or the long-lasting effects, and especially now when there's online bullying, it's kind of taken bullying to a whole new level. Kids can't even be safe in their own home anymore. It doesn't stop when they leave school for the day like it did when we were kids. So I was reading this morning that 50% of students reported being bullied at some point during their schooling. 50%. And the even more surprising figure is that 64% never tell anyone. So when you think about it, how many kids are actually suffering in silence? And I find that really heartbreaking. I think a lot of it is that many kids today are dealing with very adult problems. They're watching parents go through a lot of things like relationship problems, divorce, financial problems, layoffs, and addictions. And in some cases, they're dealing with mental, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse on top of all that. And when kids are dealing with all of this at home, they can become targets of bullying or actually become bullies themselves because they don't know how to deal with or manage their emotions, and they're going through a lot of emotions right now. Even in so-called normal or regular homes, kids may still witness their parents dealing with a lot of things like stress, anxiety, and depression. And we know that this is happening in more and more homes because statistics are rising, they're skyrocketing, and kids are even being diagnosed as young as 5 years of age with anxiety, and that's never happened before. If parents are dealing with all of these issues themselves, how can they possibly help their kids manage their stress and anxiety, right? That's a really scary thing because parents are a child's first and most important role model, or at least one of them. And if we're not emotionally healthy, then how can we be there for our kids when they need us the most? You know, there's bullies everywhere, so you know they'll be in your child's school. It's inevitable, right? And if your child becomes a target, it can be absolutely painful and heartbreaking because you don't want to see your child be in any pain. And the worst part is that you can feel totally helpless. The thing to remember too is that a lot of kids have been bullied for quite a while before you're even aware of it. So a lot of damage has already been done. And they can be carrying around a very deep emotional wound. I read some research this morning that said that children who are bullied were at a higher risk for migraines, stomach issues, anxiety, and depression as adults, and that bullies were at an increased risk for substance abuse and violence. And I guess we're really not surprised by those statistics. When someone has been a target of bullying, that emotional wound may gradually heal, but it will also leave a scar, right? And they carry around that scar for a lifetime. It can be etched in their mind. Remember, bullied kids and even bullies themselves are victims, and they will all grow up to be parents themselves someday. So how are these kids going to help their own kids when they're parents? What I believe is that we need to prevent bullying in the first place by learning to be emotionally healthy ourselves. Only then can we raise emotionally healthy children. Right? We've been through a lot ourselves, and if we don't learn how to manage our own emotions, our own thoughts and behaviors, we can't help our kids effectively. We don't have the knowledge and we don't have the tools. So I think that children who grow up knowing that they're in control over their own thoughts and emotions and that are given the tools to manage them will inevitably become emotionally healthy adults who in turn will pass that on to their own kids. I strongly believe that. I think that's the only way we can prevent bullying. So thanks for listening. I've put some resources down in the links below this video, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.